So, Sea of Thieves is currently a very popular game on the Xbox One and the PC, and I'm sure if it was on the PS4 as well, it would be even more popular. Now, if you're someone that plays this game quite a lot, you would know, or watches videos on it, or just in the community, you will know that it does get a lot of hate for not having enough content and just lack of things to do in the game. Whereas once you've collected all the skulls, or well, loads of skulls, or done loads of voyages, or fought the Kraken, there just isn't that much to do afterwards. It's still fun sailing the seas and battling other ships, but it does hit a wall quite a lot, and I'm saying that for myself, even though I do enjoy the game a lot. Now, what we're going to be doing in today's video is talking about the brand new video Rare said they're going to be releasing very soon in the next couple of days, which is meant to be sort of a content roadmap of what we're going to be seeing within the game, content-wise, in the with the future of it. I don't know how many months or how many weeks we're going to be, it's going to be until we first see the first thing, but that is going to be why the video is so interesting and exciting, and I definitely feel like this video for them, which is going to be uploaded on the Sea of Thieves channel, is going to be make or break. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but make sure to let me know in the comment section down below, and if you do enjoy today's video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. We're getting very close now to 90,000 subscribers, which is absolutely massive, and trying our best to reach that big 100k, so thank you so much for the support. But what we're actually going to be doing now, guys, is going straight into talking about what we think is going to be in this video, because there has been a lot of rumors, and we're going to be talking about the most popular things and also some suggestions from me, and I'd like to hear some suggestions from you guys as well in the comment section of what you think would be awesome if it was added to the game. So the first thing I'm actually going to be started to talk about with what I think is going to be in this video is ship customization. Now, this has actually been leaked, and there's been rumors on it for so long now that there is going to be some sort of ship customization option where you can move things around, do some things different on your ship so they're not exactly the same as every other one. Now, don't get me wrong, you can get cosmetics which you can change the sails of your ships and add things onto the end of it and everything, which is absolutely great, but you should really have the chance to be able to move your ammo chest or your armory or something like that into a different place which is more suited to your playstyle, rather than having it in exactly the same place as everyone else. Because if you're on a galleon, you know where, if you're going to be trying to attack someone else's ship and stealing their loot, you know where their cannonballs or their wooden planks are going to be, so you can just jump on there and steal it straight away. Whereas if you could have the customization of changing it and moving things around, it would be much harder to be able to jump onto someone's ship and just steal their loot, or have people steal your loot, which I definitely feel like needs to happen. You know, it would be great if, let's say, you're about to battle a ship and you could quickly customize your ship to move it, to have the cannonballs up on the top deck, or you could pick the barrels up and move them somewhere, so then you can have them more of an easy access to quickly grab more and attack straight away, rather than having to run straight down to the bottom and collect them. But that isn't just the main thing I feel like could be added to ship customization. They could just have so much other stuff which makes your ship look different to other people's, because just having the standard same ship added, into the game, you come across someone else, it's the same as yours. They may play the game more, so they have different sails and stuff, but that's really the main difference. Another thing that kind of comes under the category of ship customization is more like having the chance of having not just a sloop and not just a galleon, but something in the middle. Something where maybe 3 of your friends want to play, but you don't want to be in a galleon, or 2 of you want to have more of a challenge of not being in the sloop and being in one that, instead of having 1 cannon, has 2 cannons. Something right in the middle would just be great, and not, because if you're 2 people in a galleon, it's just a bit too big for you to actually, I suppose you could do it, and I know a few people do it, but I know that it's more enjoyable to actually just, I don't know, have something in between a sloop, so you don't want the smallest ship which you just get absolutely destroyed every single time. Something just a little bit bigger, more armoured, I feel like would be great with the game. Now, the second thing I'm going to be talking about, which I feel like is going to be in the video, is going to be pets. It's not really something I'm that excited to talk about or really excited to come to the game, if I'm honest, because One thing with pets is it's going to be the addition of microtransactions, which I have no problem with because every game does it nowadays, and I prefer not to have microtransactions and you can work towards things, but it is only going to be cosmetic, so it's not like they can progress further than you in the sense of being more powerful. It's just going to be for cosmetics, which is the way you're going to be able to get pets. And the pets don't do anything apart from just be with you. I don't know the actual features they're going to be doing, but what I do know is they won't be able to attack anyone, which I don't feel like people can complain about if they did do that, because I know that you'd have to pay for them, but maybe they could do like the odd damage every now and then would be really cool, but they're just not going to do that. They're going to be your pets that you maybe have to feed. I don't even know if that's going to be something. I'm making that up right on the spot, but it's just sort of a cosmetic thing to look cool, just like a normal suit is or a new costume is on the game. So not really something I'm looking forward to in the long run of the game. I don't think it will save the game at all. It's just something new, and I just feel like it will be in the video because that's something they've been talking about. It's going to be added in for a while, which is something I'm not going to talk about too much next, but I definitely think microtransactions are going to be talked about in that video, which I hope it actually isn't, because I feel like if Rare talk about microtransactions, then that they could get a lot of hate. And as I said at the start of this video, it is kind of make or break. They could release this video and it could be the worst idea because they might just say, yeah, we're focusing on this, not really content at the moment, and you might see some, you might see the odd pet added in the next 6 months or something, and that could definitely destroy the game. Whereas if they have a video that has a monthly roadmap of what's going to be released with, I don't know, new bosses, new cool stuff like that added in, new ships, something like that, it will definitely, get the hype of this game up going even more and want people and ready people up for the next update, really. So I would love to see this happen to the game. I've also, I've wanted to talk about a few of the suggestions. There's actually some rumours as well going on at the moment, and there was one I heard that Rare have been, have talked about for a while, which was their idea of having a floating sort of not outpost, but like a ship that was in the water that you could go on and you could trade things and bring in chests, so you didn't actually have to go to an outpost. I don't really feel like this would make a huge amount of difference, but just having some sort of floating ship where there's AIs on there that you can go and trade things, so you wouldn't have to go away to an outpost, like some sort of, it shouldn't have everything that an outpost has, but just a few things maybe that you could do that you might need. I don't know, get some resources, maybe some bananas and some cannonballs, somewhere around there could just be an extra thing, but I still don't feel like that would add into the game. But moving straight over again to bosses, this is something they definitely need to add in. You've got the Kraken already, which a lot of people think is awesome, and I do as well, but still not enough detail I don't think has gone into it. And there's the Megalodon as the potential, or as something else being added in. So you have the normal sharks that attack you into the game, but then one Megalodon that when it's coming along, and it can attack your ship and can eat you in one if you decide to go in and try and attack it. But it would just be so awesome to have a Megalodon circling your ship, and then you could jump in the water and try and taunt it a bit to come towards you, and then you quickly climb back on the ladder or something like that would be absolutely awesome. There's definitely been rumours a lot about a giant whale being added into the game, like Moby Dick or something like that, because the Kraken noises to me sound like whales. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm going on about there, but if you're playing the game and you hear the Kraken noise, it kind of sounds like a whale, and maybe a whale could be a friendly thing in the game. I really don't know. Another thing, again, I know I'm talking a lot about bosses at the moment, but another thing is the Flying Dutchman sort of ghost ship. I've seen a few comments on my videos saying that Rare have said they don't want to add in sort of other AI ships and stuff into the game, but I don't understand why they wouldn't want to. I understand not having constant AI ships in the game is something I agree with, but having one boss, which was the Flying Dutchman, that came in and would be like some sort of event that would happen where he would attack you, and maybe some other ships can come along and help you as well with the Flying Dutchman and his ghostly crew coming to try and board you and shoot cannons at you, would be, to me, another thing that would make the game just so exciting, and it would just really, they have so much potential right here, and just talking about it, I just feel like I wish I could create the game, but I understand that it would just be, it's not as simple as just saying it. I understand it's hard to be, there may be some game creators that are watching this video and understand how hard it is, because I don't, but I do. Well, I understand it's hard, but I don't understand because I haven't created a game myself. So another thing is trading. You can either trade with AIs or real people within the game. You could maybe, I don't know, go past the ship and wave a flag, which means you might want to trade together with new maybe items or cosmetics or money. You could, let's say there's something, 2 ships wanted to trade. You could be like, I'd give you 1,000 gold for that gunpowder you have there. I suppose you wouldn't want gunpowder because it's pretty easy to find within the game, but sort of some trading system in the game, an auction house, lots of different things like that. Now, people feel like there should be more locations like ruins and temples and underground cities you could go to where, like, I know this is looking so much more in depth than it should be, but an underground Atlantis city where you could swim down, and once you get to it, where then, I don't know, there would be oxygen under there. I don't know. It's not really meant to be for that, is it? Because it's all about sailing boats and stuff, pirates and everything. But, it still has all this different potential to move off into different types of directions. And finally, really, weather. Different types of weather. I know there's storms in the game. I know there's not really much else you could do, but maybe linking away from weather, so obviously you could have snow, which could be on your ship or something, there's a snowy weather, or there could be a volcano, a place where there's very good loot, and you could go in and try and get it, but then every now and then the volcano will get ready to erupt, and you have to quickly run away with your loot while the volcano erupts. Just some different things like that. And you know what, a couple of other things that I just said there came off my head, because usually I'm reading off like a script of different things that I feel that I want to talk about in the video, but then because there's so much to talk about, I add in a few extra things just live. And I know I said finally that, but there was something extra I wanted to add in, is rowing boats. So let's say your ship is sinking. I know there's just a mermaid that can come and spawn you to your boat, but there could be like a cooldown time, I don't know, something like that on the mermaid, where then you could get a rowing boat and try and escape on that rowing boat if you would like to. I don't know, but something like that would be great added into the game. But that is going to be the end of the video now, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm so excited for this video to be released. As soon as it is live, I'll be covering absolutely every piece of information that you guys need to know. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure notifications are turned on for my channel as well, so you don't miss out on any news on Sea of Thieves, or even Ark if you're interested in that game as well. Leave a like. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.